Hey everyone, it's Tony Leonardi, your certified financial planner professional from Newtown, Connecticut, and author of A Smarter Way to Retire. Back with another episode of A Smarter Way to Retire. Today we're talking about one of the most significant new savings opportunities for families to come around in years, the Trump accounts for kids. Today I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this new opportunity for you, for your kids, and for your grandkids. So let's go. Despite the name on these accounts, this is not a political topic. This is a non-partisan, non-political, practical financial tool that gives parents, grandparents, and other family members a powerful new way to help the next generation. Help them build wealth from a very young age. These accounts are also referred to as Section 530A accounts. That's the section of the tax code where you'll find them. So for purposes of this episode, I will call them 530A accounts as much as possible in order to remain as neutral as possible. Now, Section 530 is pretty easy to remember if you're familiar with 529 accounts for college saving. 529 for college, 530 for long-term retirement savings. Pretty easy to remember. So let's break down exactly what these accounts are, who can use them, how they work, and how they might fit into your broader family wealth and retirement plans. So Section 530A accounts are a new type of tax-advantaged investment account created specifically for children. They function almost like a combination of a Roth and an IRA, but are designed for minors, anyone under the age of 18. The key features: family members, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, etc. Anyone can contribute up to $5,000 per year per child, for any child up to the age of 18. So there's a misconception here that these are only for newborns. That's not true. Anyone up to the age of 18 can open a 530A account. Now, the federal government will provide a one-time $1,000 seed contribution for every U.S. citizen child born between January 1 of 2025 and December 31 of 2028. So if you're thinking about having another child, make sure you get busy before March of 2028. Employers can contribute up to $2,500 per year per employee's child. That does count towards the $5,000 limit. The money grows tax-deferred. At age 18, the account automatically converts into a traditional IRA in the child's name. Pretty simple. So who is eligible? Any child under the age of 18 with a valid Social Security number. Yes, any child under the age of 18 can open a Section 530A account. The $1,000 government seed is only for children born between 2025 and 2028. Unlike many other tax-advantaged accounts, there are no income limits. Every eligible child qualifies. So how do you go about opening a 530A account? Number one, you have to submit IRS Form 4547. You could have filed this with your tax return earlier in the year, but if you didn't, that's fine. You can still file it separately. You can find the form on irs.gov. Number two, download the official Trump Accounts app. It is available on the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store, or you can visit trumpaccounts.gov. Either on the app or on the website, you complete the authentication process to activate your account. Now, I downloaded the app and set up an account for myself, even though my kids are way over the age of 18. I just wanted to see how the app works, how the website works, and report that to you. When I created my account on the app, I received a message that said, quote, "We're rolling out the accounts in waves. In the next few weeks, we'll send you an invite from," and it gave me an address. And be sure to complete Form 4547 if you haven't already. So that's all you have to do. 2 steps. 1, register on the app or the website. And 2, file Form 4547 at irs.gov. Now, there is a link for Form 4547 on the app and on the website, which is very convenient. It takes you directly to the appropriate page on irs.gov. If you already have an account on irs.gov like I do, you can just sign right in. So you sign in as yourself, then you can add up to 4 children to request the creation of an account. These children do not need to be your own minor children. You can add grandchildren, nieces, nephews, stepchildren, any child that you have a family relationship with. All you need is their name, address, date of birth, and social security number. So if you have grandkids, check with your kids. See if they set up their account yet for your grandchildren. If they haven't, maybe you can do that for them, take that off of their plate. Contributions can begin as early as July 4th of 2026. This is a great opportunity for grandparents. Contributing $5,000 per year to each grandchild's account can be one of the most powerful ways to build generational wealth. As part of your own retirement planning, it's smart to run the numbers. How would contributing $5,000 per year per grandchild affect your own retirement plan and probability of success? I can help you run those numbers, especially important if you have many grandchildren. Multiply that 5,000 times 6, 8, 10 grandchildren, it really adds up. A good financial model will show you exactly what that looks like, whether it's sustainable for you and what kind of impact it could have on your future and on your grandchildren's future. Even the $1,000 government seed investment alone, invested over an 18-year period, can grow into a meaningful account for your grandkids. When you add consistent contributions from family members, it becomes a serious head start for the child. Let's take a look at some real numbers. By the time that child reaches retirement age, 65, that single $1,000 contribution with no additional money added could grow to roughly $32,000 at 6%. Not bad, right? If family contributes the maximum $5,000 per year for the first 18 years of a child's life, at that same reasonable 6% average annual return, the account would grow to about $164,000 by the time the child turns 18. If they stop contributing at that point and just let the money continue to grow, it could reach roughly $1.6 million by the time the child reaches age 65. Again, that's at 6% annual growth. Now, check this out. This is really interesting, and it's a great example of the power of compound interest. What do you think that account would grow to at not 6%, but 7% annual return? 6% gets that account to approximately $1.6 million. What will the account grow to at 7%? Any ideas? Okay, well, hold on to your hats. $5,000 per year for 18 years, then no more contributions after age 18. At 7% annual growth, the account grows to over $4 million by age 65. Wow, that extra 1% makes a huge difference. Einstein was right. Compound interest really is the eighth wonder of the world. But what if the family continues to contribute $5,000 per year all the way until the child turns 65? At 6%, the account could grow to roughly $2.5 million by retirement age. At 7%, $5.73 million. That is amazing. That's the difference consistent early contributions can make, giving the next generation a real head start on building wealth. Important clarification, you can only make contributions under the special Section 530A account until the child turns 18. At that point, the account automatically converts into a traditional IRA in the child's name. After age 18, any new contributions would need to follow standard IRA rules, which generally requires the child to have earned income. So keep that in mind. While Trump accounts are a great new tool, they're not the only option available to you. Many families have $5,000 or more per year that they want to invest for children or grandchildren. Here's how the main alternatives compare. We just talked about the Section 530A accounts, which are best for long-term retirement-style wealth building. The main drawback to these accounts: withdrawals will be taxed as ordinary income. There's no tax-free growth like a Roth. In comparison, 529 college savings plans offer very high contribution limits, often $300,000 to $500,000 over a lifetime, depending on your state of residence. You get tax-free growth and tax-free withdrawals when used for qualified education expenses. So obviously, this type of account would be best if your goal is education savings, college, K through 12 tuition, or apprenticeships. The main drawback: there are penalties if the money is not used for education. Although now you can roll up to $35,000 of any leftover 529 money into a Roth IRA. Your third option would be UGMA or UTMA custodial accounts, uniform gift to minors or uniform transfer to minors custodial accounts. There are no contribution limits on these accounts. You have full flexibility. Money can be used for anything that benefits the child, and the earnings are taxed at the child's rate. So the kiddie tax rules apply here. These types of accounts are best if you have flexible, non-education, non-retirement savings goals. Maybe the down payment on a first home, as an example. Main drawback: the child gains full control of the account at the age of majority in your state, between 18 and 21, depending on where you reside. Last option are custodial Roth IRAs if the child has earned income. Often a family business will pay their kids to work for the business, giving the child earned income. Contributions are limited to the child's earned income up to $7,500 in 2026. You get tax-free growth and tax-free qualified withdrawals, and these types of accounts are best for children with part-time jobs, babysitting, lawn mowing, or, as I mentioned earlier, working for the family business. The main drawback is that these accounts require the child to have earned income, but the accounts are tax-free from that point going forward. So my take as a financial planner: for most families, the smartest approach is often a combination. Use 529 accounts for educational goals, 530A accounts for pure long-term retirement savings and generational wealth accumulation. Use UGMA or UTMA or brokerage accounts for more flexible needs. So here are your action steps. Here's how to move forward with saving for your children or your grandchildren. First, determine your goal. Are you saving primarily for education, for long-term retirement growth, or for flexibility? Or maybe a combination. 2, check your Trump account eligibility. If your child or grandchild was born between 2025 and 2028, make sure you claim that $1,000 government seed contribution and open your account as soon as possible. Don't miss out on that free money. Then compare the best options. Many families, again, will benefit from using a combination of accounts. For example, 529s for education saving, Trump accounts or 530A accounts for retirement, brokerage accounts for more flexible savings goals. But run the numbers. Use a proper comprehensive financial model to see how contributing $5,000 per year or more to your children or grandchildren will impact both your future and their own future retirement plans. This is especially important for grandparents with multiple grandchildren. Then make sure you take action. Open the most appropriate accounts and set up automatic contributions if possible. Even modest, consistent gifts can compound into significant wealth over time. So to sum up, Trump accounts are powerful, bipartisan-style opportunities to help the next generation. Whether you're a parent or a grandparent or extended family member, this is a chance to give kids a real financial advantage early on in life. If you'd like help modeling how these accounts fit into your family's overall financial picture, including how contributions might affect your own retirement, I'm still offering to build your own smart retirement model at no cost or obligation while time slots are available on my calendar. You can book a quick 15-minute call with me on my website at leonardifamilywealthcare.com. Just look for my contact and Calendly links. So thanks for listening. And remember, there really is a smarter way to retire, and now a smarter way to give to the next generation and give them a great head start. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through Osaic Wealth Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Osaic Wealth is separately owned, and other entities and or marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent of Osaic Wealth. The opinions expressed herein are for general information only and is not necessarily the opinions of Osaic Wealth or its representatives. Investing is subject to risk, including loss of principal invested. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. No strategy can assure a profit nor protect against loss. It is not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. Please consult your financial professional, attorney, or tax advisor with regard to your individual situation.